everyone, welcome to the Casual Report, a very special episode today. That's Jerry, that's Dan the Man, that is Hackney's finest. I'm your boy JT. It's a very special episode today because you probably read the title of the stream. If you're watching on YouTube, you probably read the title of the video. Don't forget to like, subscribe and all that shit. It is time. I've done my top 10. Dan's done his top 10. Now we've got the incorrect one. But first, Jerry.
The incorrect one.
Are you well?
Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad.
This is, I want to point out as well, this is the first time we've had your beautiful face on the show. I appreciate it very much. We spoke to you on Tuesday.
That's true. I had to show my face eventually.
But I love it, mate. What have you been up to, mate?
Just doing a bit of work. Kind of being on. I was on LinkedIn most of the day.
Of course you were,
really
mate.
into LinkedIn now.
Of course you were.
I mean Tinder.
Networking, mate. That's what you've been doing.
Networking.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know it is.
Scouting out the hotties, in the HR.
Yeah, did you get anywhere? Or...
Yeah, I got a few contacts.
Mate, baby steps, isn't it?
Yeah.
Entertainment. Have you been watching, playing anything the past 2 days?
I watched the last episode
The Last of Us.
The Last of Us. I'm up to scratch now. Surprisingly, I was amazed how short that episode was.
Because when I turned it on, I sat down and it was like 43 minutes. Thereabouts, something like that. I was like, oh,
yeah.
You know what I mean?
But as I said the last time we were on this show, I'd seen snippets of how it kind of compared to the game, and that pretty much told the story for me. So when I actually went to watch the series itself, I was like, nah, this is no different. It could have been summarized in like 5 different points.
Could have been an email.
But there were some good scenes in it.
Yeah. But overall, did you enjoy it?
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Cool.
Yeah, I mean, it still goes back to the fact, though, that they should have stretched it out a little bit more. Nine episodes is just not enough.
I feel another 2 or 3 more episodes at least. I think it felt not rushed through, but yeah, rush through. Fuck it, yeah. As good as it is,
the fact that they had to mention in the second series, there's going to be a lot more like zombies in it and stuff like that. They knew that they kind of left out.
It's infected, yeah.
Banned from that
word,
set,
sorry.
wasn't it?
Banned on set, that word is zombies. Did you know that?
My bad.
There's about 3 of them in the whole set. To be fair, it's called The Last of Us, not the fucking infected of us, so I can live without. Not live without, but you don't have to shove a load in there, just shove a load in there. Become The Walking Dead then. Do you know what I mean? Sherry, appreciate your time as always. Joining us, he loves the top 10. It's Dan the Man, is in the house. The man from downtown. Daniel, are you well?
Yeah, as always.
Lovely. What have you been up to, mate?
Working. Playing Hogwarts
I know that
Legacy.
one. Playing a video game. How is it, mate?
It's good. It is good. I was shocked.
Looks nice, doesn't it? You're PS5, aren't you? That's right, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. It looks nice. Visually.
It does.
There's some nice foliage in it, mate.
Oh yeah. Oh,
John's
definitely
all
all that
about
foliage. It's solid gameplay as well.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Good.
Have you been playing
combat.
it, or have you got your own save on it, or what?
Yeah, I've got my own. Save.
What house did you pick?
I picked Ravenclaw.
Right.
Jack, you need to go fix a TV.
Do I? It's my TV. Right. I'm so sorry. Do what you calls.
Probably gonna be right back screen.
Jam. No. You can sort this fucking shit out.
I'll do my top 10 before you get back.
No.
Piss you off.
Jam. Take over just a second. Hold me a sec.
Go on, run through it in 2 seconds, Jam. Go on, do it.
It is.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Done. Put that on YouTube. So, Dan, what have you been playing? Is it Horizon?
Have you?
No, what was you talking about that you've been playing?
Oh, Hogwarts.
Like yeah, Hogwarts does look banging. If I was a Rocket League fan, here start
Harry
dating.
Potter fan.
If I was a Harry Potter fan, yeah, I'd be all over that.
To be fair, I don't know what I was expecting, but it's good. It is good.
But you playing it or Mary or both playing through it?
Yeah, we're both playing through it.
But I don't know enough about
You're
Harry
so
Potter to
hungry.
appreciate it. I'm not.
You don't-
I'm just talking about it. You can take over then, Jerry.
I will. I mean,
Don't worry.
never
I
mind.
was never
never
worried.
mind.
We all
What
having a
are
better
those
time than you was on.
Jerry's done his top 10 already.
You
I
have.
have.
What
Yeah,
were
we're
you
done
up to?
now. Yeah, top 10's done.
I've done it.
Jay's
I
not
literally
playing
just said from Jack's been hearing us all the whole time.
ish.
Yeah.
Mate, what are you up to?
Dan's
Yeah.
been playing Hogwarts.
Yeah.
I'm watching Mando by the last
Mando.
episode.
Yeah, I need to watch.
And
I need to watch 2 and 3. I haven't caught up yet.
Third one's out yet now.
3, isn't it?
3 came out on Wednesday.
Yesterday.
Yeah, I need to watch that. Big news. King of Fighters 15's nearly finished downloading.
That's massive news, mate.
That's big news.
Jam, what have you been doing?
Well, I'll tell you what I've been doing.
I
And
know
I
what
feel a
you've
bit
been doing.
dirty saying this.
How dare you, sir? How dare you come on this show? You're like taking off something rotten, and then you're like, "Oh, this is quite good actually. Oh, I'm having a good time." here."
No. So there's a bit of a caveat there. I was playing Tekken yesterday and enjoying it, but I was playing as a Street Fighter character.
You play Tekken's Tekken, mate.
No,
To be fair, it's fair enough. So
it's a good game, but it's still
you still prefer the
I don't know.
2D playing fighter with the
yeah.
yeah.
I do.
Are you going to get Tekken 8, or are you going to wait until for a sale, or are you going to?
No, that will not be a day one. It'll be a slow burn if I do get it.
Yeah.
If I know other people, I know Gibbo will get it anyway. But
We
if,
know
if
that
more
one,
and more people get it,
James.
I'll probably jump on that bandwagon. But I'm not paying 50 quid for
You're
it.
paying
that.
whatever I can tell you to pay, mate.
No.
Have you been doing anything else? Been going to work?
No,
No.
that's it. Playing Tekken yesterday.
Buzz off that, mate. Before we go, ask me.
Before we go, where are we going?
Like, crack on. I mean, don't not go.
What have you been doing? I know what you've been doing, actually.
I've been doing. What have I been doing? I also, when I saw you on second, I was like, oh, go on then. I jumped on as well. I don't dislike Tekken like you dislike Tekken. Dislike's probably the wrong word, but you know what I mean.
You're whelmed by it. It's just there.
Yeah, I quite enjoyed Tekken. 4, 3, and 2. They were the ones. I hate to be that guy. I'm sorry.
I haven't played it since 3
Yeah.
properly. So
Yeah, I like 4 a lot. It didn't get as much of a fanfare. I don't think it did, from what I remember. But I quite liked it because it was the introduction to my main. So I like that one. And yeah, so we all know my Mass Effect story. 2008 or whenever it was. So I was like, I'll start a new game tomorrow, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen at home as well. Tomorrow came, and I started Mass Effect again. I'm on it. I'm all over
yesterday.
it. I am.
So what, you've been playing the original Mass Effect?
the
remastered one.
The Legendary Edition first one, yeah. It is definitely a game from 2007. No, that was rude. Definitely an open world game from 2000. Open world, you know what I mean? In 2007, 2008, whenever it was. Pretty good. Well,
I think
very
it was Jam-
intriguing and all that shit.
I think it,
Combat's a
think
bit
it was
sloppy,
Jam
but
who
we'll
introduced
get
me
there.
to the
You are.
Well,
I think
Mass
it was
Effect.
Jam who introduced me to the second Mass Effect.
No, that was
I
Andrew.
really got into it at that point. Oh, was it Andrew?
I guarantee
And
you
then
that was
what you
Andrew,
put in-
Jerry. There's not a Jam at
You are?
all.
Okay.
Yeah, I
alright,
just
no,
watched you play it, Jerry. Start to
Ah.
finish.
And then I think I got into the third one, which was kind of a bit lackluster, and then I just lost all interest in it. But 2 was, I think, the pinnacle of the whole Mass
Hey,
Effect.
2 is the best one, that's what I understand, and I hope 2 fixes my issues with the combat as well. But, you know what I mean? My plan is to back-to-back, and whether I do that or not, who knows? But, you know, I'm enjoying myself, that's what she said. But anyway, enough nonsense. Jam, we're here today to celebrate your lackluster interest in video games, and you're going to name 10 rubbish games now for us, which are going to be your favourite of all time.
Like, 7 of them, same game as your top 10, so...
What? 7?
No, I'm joking, obviously.
No, mate, come up, right. Crack on, I'll be back to turn the stream off in a bit, right? I'll see you later, lads. I'm just going to go back to bed. And
7.
do the thing. Jam, crack on,
Imagine
mate.
just said it's the same top 10 as yours. Where's he going now?
I'm joking. I'm not actually going to do
I'm
that.
aware. Imagine how fuming you'd be if I've got the same top. It'd be a very quick show, wouldn't it?
No, but fucking... Oh, right, okay. Let me turn my light back on, lads.
It's actually the same top 10 as Dan.
I can't imagine it is, mate.
I love Halo 3.
I'm riveted by this. I'm on the edge of my seat, mate. Without further ado, that's too bright. Whenever you can, James, whenever you want to, whenever you're ready.
All right.
Number
So
10.
my 10th game in the list is a game that I do not own physically.
Oh.
It's a game I do not own
Oh.
physically.
Oh, no.
This is throwing a spanner in the works, Mr.
So
Physical.
what? You just have the digital version then?
Next should be telling me you haven't got it on PlayStation, mate. That was fucking throw me
No,
off.
don't have it on PlayStation.
This list is a sham
Because it
already. We're
wasn't
only on number 10.
PlayStation.
Go on, mate. Fill us
It
in.
wasn't on PlayStation.
Right.
So physical copies do exist.
You've
And
just Mr.
I'm
Physical's
not-
just decided not to buy it, even though it's number 10 on its whole time. Top get 10 games in the whole time.
No, it's not that I didn't buy it. It's that I don't.
But you cut out there. Sorry, John. What did you say, mate?
It's not that. It's not
Yeah,
that I didn't buy it. I just don't have it anymore.
Anymore. So it's a relatively old game, I
If it's
imagine.
one of your top 10
Yeah.
games of all time, why don't you have it?
I imagine you downloaded it, right?
Starting in a second, Jerry. You will remember these days. You will remember these days. When
Probably,
me and,
but
me
I mean,
and
I'm going to need a
Andrew,
little bit more than that.
No, you remember these
Right.
days, Jerry. That's your clue, mate.
me and Andrew would spend like, in
That shop in
Chavington,
London.
in that room when we had our PCs next to each other, just hammering it all the time. Jack knows what it is.
I think I know
It
what
is-
it is.
PC
What is it?
game. Huh.
It
Mate,
is. I built a PC just for this game.
I can't remember
Was
which
it
one it is, but I know what it
Battlefield?
is.
I think I know what it is.
Battlefield 2?
It is Battlefield 2.
There it is. Number
Yeah.
10. Battlefield. I forgot all about. I didn't put Battlefield.
Battlefield
I'm actually.
2.
I'm wrong already. on my
Battlefield 2
guesses.
was a stellar game.
I should know better, mate.
So good.
Jam, you say
And still to this date, some of the best maps. Strike at Karkand,
yeah? Is it one of
it's a
them?
glorious map.
Did they still put the Battlefield 2 maps in Battlefield when it comes out, or
Battlefield 3 had a few.
yeah?
And Battlefield 4 had Dragon Pass, I think. So the Battlefield 2 wasn't DLC expansion packs back then, where you bought the discs, separate discs,
Right.
and it had. And I think Battlefield 4's got one, but as of yet, the what's it? The new Battlefield 2042 goes back to 3. That's as far as that one goes back. Yeah, so far.
Right.
Bad Company.
Alright, okay. I know. I'm annoyed I forgot Battlefield when I did my guesses. I know you're a big Battlefield fan. Why the second one in particular over 2042 or 3 or Bad Company 2 or whatever? Why Battlefield 2?
Just before you continue on that, I also have a Battlefield game in my list, but it's not that one. As much as I wanted to put that one, I didn't put it, and there's another reason I chose one of the other ones.
Interesting.
Yeah.
You can tell us next week.
Yeah,
Then.
you can tell us next week, Jerry, mate.
It's basically because of how much
I can't wait.
time I spent on having it. Me and Andrew would LAN matches. Well, not LAN matches. Me and him would go online saying matches like PCs next to each other.
Technically land matches, but not really.
Technically, yeah, because it wasn't
Like-
like
Like
how
if
many
I brought
people
my
in the
Switch
thing.
round to your house, we both jumped on Smash Online, like that. Or,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
Cool.
pretty much, yeah. And like we'd sit there all night sometimes. Like my nan would come downstairs, she'd bang on the window. What are you made yet? No.
So yeah, twice now. Don't worry about it. It's in a bit. It's just
But,
bang.
I don't know. It was just a sick game.
Was it
It
that?
was just so good. Like it was. This was before Call of Duty was a thing or a big thing.
Well, it was.
Actually,
It was
a
like,
thing.
It was like one of the biggest online games, I think, to kind of really go global, right? Because, like, I mean, sure, there was online games out there, but they were kind of few and far between at that time.
Mhm.
But that one really blew
What
on.
year
Like, that
was
was kind of like
For a
the
first
granddaddy
person
of-
shooter, yeah, it
yeah,
was. But
yeah.
then, because then you had air combat, tanks, vehicles,
Mm.
boats. It's just sick. And then the destruction on top of that. You can take a building down,
Yeah.
take a wall down.
The thing.
This was like the first of it all. And
Yeah.
it wasn't like a
Could
in
you,
this
could you destroy
out-
stuff
it
in
wasn't-
that?
yeah, you could not whole buildings, but you could take walls out.
Yeah.
And things.
First game I
But
played
it
with
was-
that sort of thing was Red Faction on PlayStation.
Yeah, exactly. It was something like that.
Red
But
Faction.
It was about the same time as well.
Red Faction was great, but then, yeah, it was just like a all-in-one game. Like it wasn't like a one game introduced vehicles to you, and
Yeah.
then boats, and then tanks, and then that. But it was all just here is everything. Here's destruction. Here's water vehicles, aerial combat, everything.
Like
Also,
boats and
had
shit, yeah.
flight stick support, which the new one doesn't have, which is stupid.
It's still not on it.
Which is older? Which is older, Counter Strike or Battlefield 2?
Battlefield 2,
Battlefield
right?
2.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Battlefield 2
CS:GO 's like
2005.
12.
Counter Strike. Go. CS:GO is 2012. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, they had other Counter Strike games.
Counter Strike's cool.
But
Okay.
yeah, Battlefield 2 is number 10, and very good memories of that game.
But there's still spot.
And fun fact: in about 2 days' time, I will own the physical copies of it.
Oh, did you buy one?
Yeah,
Right.
£5.
What are you,
Five. Are you mental,
were
mate?
you're going to get the disc version of it?
I just rebought it.
Well, well, you can't play it off the disc anymore, can you?
If I plug a disc drive in, then yeah.
USB
Mm.
disk drive on the bay, mate. Don't worry about it.
I've already got one somewhere.
Yeah, somewhere, mate.
But yeah, so
You want to
A power ISO.
story?
about what?
Do you want to know a funny story?
I always want to know funny
So-
story, Jerry.
About 2 years ago, right, I needed a new laptop after my MacBook died. So I go into a shop and I
Fucking
start
hell.
asking questions about, like, hold on. And I start asking questions about, like, oh, I want an all-rounder laptop and stuff like that, right? So he points out this one to me, and I'm like, oh, all right, okay, this looks pretty good. And I ask him, where's the CD drive? And he just bursts out laughing at me. Because this was-
You're asking
this
someone
was
where a
3
CD
years
drive
ago.
is.
I hadn't needed a new laptop for over about 10 years. So
Hmm.
I had no idea that
It
CD
fizzled out,
drives
mate, yeah.
completely been phased out.
So then-
So yeah, that's how much of a granddaddy in a young face I am, you know.
I was quite trepidatious about not having a disk drive on my computer when I first built it, and then I've never needed it because there've always been drivers online or fucking I could always download whatever I needed on that internet,
Yeah.
mate. So I'm annoyed at that one, Jam, to be honest, because I forgot you like Battlefield. Good friend I am, mate.
Just going to raise a point. As long as the servers are still online, there are still people playing it.
There you go.
Is it?
When we're doing the Battlefield 2 stream, boys.
Let's do that. I'm like,
I'm surprised you put it in number
Mate.
yeah, I did, but
Okay.
I mean, well, moving on.
I was going to say, lovely. Jam, unless anyone's got anything else to add for Battlefield 2, number 9, whenever you like, mate.
Question: if you thought of Battlefield, would you have said Battlefield 2?
Probably.
Fair enough.
I don't want
was
to pat
gonna
myself on the
say,
back, but probably.
Am I right in getting confused? Because there was Battlefield 2 and Battlefield 2 Modern Combat, wasn't there?
Modern
And that
Combat was the console one.
Right.
Modern,
Okay.
was the
Modern
strip
Combat
down
was the
bit.
peasant one, mate. No, we don't like that.
That was the-
Not me.
That's the one I
That was
played with Modern
You
Combat.
did remember that, yeah.
A PS2
But
version, right?
Battlefield 2 was the big beefy everything. Yeah, it
Yeah.
was PS2.
Okay. It's, right, Jam. Whenever you're ready, mate. Number 9.
Number 9 on the list. So
Dun, dun, dun.
again, Jerry will remember this these days
Oh,
because
God.
I believe Jerry had the same
I
thing
forgot
and we
something
were
else.
playing it at the same time, and we took it on holiday together as well.
So is this a portable
and-
game?
It is a portable game,
Okay,
yeah.
cool.
And
I'm not doing
I
very well.
played
here.
it so much that I couldn't turn the console off. I had to close the lid and charge it to carry on playing, so I didn't
Oh.
lose the game I was
Right.
playing.
Oh my god. I'm guessing
Do we
this
have
is
any
not a
guesses?
handheld, obviously,
Yes.
right?
Is it?
Is it a PSP?
When you say
No.
close the lid, do you mean GBA lid or do you mean
It's,
DS lid?
DS, I think, or something.
Yes, DS.
DS, right, okay. The only game.
There are better versions of this game's out. There are better versions of this game. Not probably only one better version in this game.
Is
to
there a
be
better
fair.
version that's on the Nintendo Switch, which is relatively online sort of thing?
Yes.
Does this game
Is
originate
this,
from
is
Russia?
this is this 180?
Yes.
This is a puzzle game.
Yes.
Do you want
Jack's
to go
already
with
got it.
this? Jam. What is it, mate?
It is
Tetris DS.
DS.
My first question, mate. Like genuine first question before we sort of dive into Tetris DS.
Mm-hmm.
Why not 99? I assume 99 is the one you meant, right?
Yeah, 99 is a better, just because of the hardware. It's
Yeah.
a better game
Yeah.
because this is the DNA is the same. Like you can hold pieces, you can do it. But going through marathon mode on this, you choose a theme on your DS
Yeah.
on the Switch one, the Nintendo 99.
I've got that game.
You choose your
somewhere.
theme, great. You'll go from start to finish, great, with the same theme. This
Yeah.
rolls through like about 20 themes from Nintendo franchises as you're playing it.
Yeah.
So that was sick. The music changed, so it wasn't all the same.
Yeah.
But the reason why I couldn't turn it off, because in marathon mode you get to level 20, and then you can't go any higher.
Right, okay.
But obviously you got to keep like playing it, and not dying. But if your DS died, you would have lost the game. But my high score on this was ridiculous.
King of Tetris DS, mate. Is that what we're talking to right now?
Pardon?
The King of Tetris DS. Is that who?
Yes,
Is that who
I
we're
was,
talking
mate.
to?
And it was also so the introduction of Wi-Fi on the DS.
Wi-Fi.
So if you remember,
Nintendo Wi-Fi
Wi-Fi.
connection.
you remember the note in this
Fucking
logo
do,
in the
mate.
corner here? That, and I did play this online. This is my first handheld online. I mean, I did come up against some really, really good people, but I did quite well.
I imagine that's why
online as well.
you're so competent.
So
I'll
where
say
did you
at the
rank
game.
in the world then? The score was
Number
astronomical.
one, Jerry. Mind your tongue.
You
Yeah?
know what? 1 second.
Are we going to open this up and have a
these
look?
are-
Guarantee
these are
you-
the
I guarantee
important
you it's
facts.
still in my
You wanna
DS.
know this?
Now I've got 2 copies of it, so I don't know what copy I've got.
Of course, you've got 2 copies. Why
I
have you
don't
got 2
think it's
copies?
got. I don't think it's got online rankings though. Look at this. My DS is still charged and everything.
When was the last time you turned that on?
4 months ago.
Alright, okay.
See, a big thing about my games today, I always seem to come back and play them.
Yeah, no, that's ish what mine were.
God, I've got so much stuff that I haven't played in years.
So, on this cartridge, if it's this one,
Is it marathon mode?
yeah, endless marathon mode. 2,290,000. Is that right?
How many zeros are
Yeah.
there?
There, yeah, 2,290,000.
Fucking hell.
I highly doubt it's going to be the world record.
I've Googled world record. I don't want to tell you.
Pardon?
I don't want to.
It's probably like 8 billion times more than that.
Hang on a minute. What did you say? How many zeros? 7 figures, yeah?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 7 figures.
definitely 2 million.
The digits
Oh, okay.
are 229 and 4 zeros.
2,290,000.
I was gonna-
2,290,000.
It's in the 20 million, so I don't want to break your heart, Jam. But obviously, the greatest.
But see, but that I'd have. I don't know if it's this cartridge. I might have it on the other cartridge.
We'll just assume
out
that the
the
world
spectrum.
record's on the other cartridge, Jam.
I've got the world record. Yeah.
So, you played most other versions of Tetris.
Yeah.
And you
This
still,
is my favourite by far.
that's the no
Not by
question.
far. Like Tetris 99 would be the favourite and would be the perfect Tetris game if it had 1v1 mode and a free for all 4v4.
Basically, all the shit in Tetris DS, yeah.
Yeah, and any other Tetris game that's been around
But because
after
there's like
2007.
there's like a vacuum with Tetris 99 where like Mario Mode's not there one bit, but it's not the point of Tetris 99. But it would be
Mode
nice
is there.
if it was there. I know what you're saying, mate. So Tetris
Yeah.
rules. Like
It does.
anything to add, Dan, Jerry? What can you say about Tetris? other
I'm
than-
pretty sure you,
I don't-
you
I
were
don't-
playing it with me, Jerry. I swear.
I
We were
don't
playing it in
remember any-
Clan A. I had this in the
Clan A.
caravan.
I most
Funny.
definitely did not play. I did not play that with you.
Okay, you were
Absolutely
playing
not,
something else then
100%.
while I had this.
Most likely.
Nice, mate.
I was probably playing the producers or something.
Yeah, that was fun. Ooh, nope. Got the UMD
Yeah.
disc on the PSP.
Oh God.
Yeah, those things are terrible.
People want them now. They're expensive to buy.
Yeah, mate. As it is, mate. But Jam,
Yes.
Tetris is like the perfect video game, so it deserves to be on one of our lists at least.
Yeah.
Once
Um,
again, I don't know why you put it at 9. It's like Tetris is if you're talking about that specific type of Tetris game, yeah. But I thought you would have just said Tetris in general. Do you know what I mean?
No.
Tetris
See,
has gotten
On
better
the
since.
scale of 1 to 10.
Remember what I said before, Jerry? That I'm picking the games on the not just the game, but the experience I had around it. Like how,
True.
like the time I had it, and I remember me playing Tetris DS. I remember me and you running around Clan A and with Zoe and all that. If you know what I'm saying.
Jam,
Yeah.
Jam, listen to me. I know what you're
What?
saying.
So it brings back memories and all that. So that's basically what I'm doing it for.
Cool, but
That's what I'm
Jam,
doing my top 10s on.
yeah, Jam. Number 8, mate. Whenever you're
Number
ready.
8.
Whenever you're ready.
Number 8. I didn't know any of you when I used to play this
Oh,
religiously.
fucking hell. You still.
I already
go
know.
on.
I know.
Well, any of us, or just not
I
Jerry.
bet you don't.
I bet what? Well, I knew you were playing it before you met me.
Yeah,
Anyway.
but no, it's not what you
Is
think
it-
it is, Jerry.
Yeah, he does.
Alright,
Jerry knows,
alright.
mate.
Give
We'll
me the
see,
console
we'll
you
see,
think it's
we'll
for.
see. Oh, okay. All right. Well, no. Okay, I've definitely not got it then. Never mind.
All right, it's a Super Nintendo game.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh,
Mm.
fucking hell.
Oh. Well, then.
would be the oldest-
Obviously, I
oldest
know what
one.
this is going to be then.
It's not
So
Street
it's
Fighter 2,
it's
Jerry.
definitely the oldest.
That's not what I was going for.
It's
No.
definitely the oldest
Yeah.
so far.
I believe 1993.
Early one,
One second.
earliest one. It's not the earliest one, is it? Ah,
1994.
Okay.
1994. And I'm going to give it away really quickly because this is something I really wanted to come back, which did in Smash Brothers,
Oh, I got it.
but it didn't.
I got it.
It did, but it didn't. We got it as an assist trophy. And we didn't get it as a character as I wanted. But which one is what I hear you ask?
Is it Bomberman?
It is Super Bomberman 2.
Oh, Super Bomberman 2, beg your pardon, mate. There you go.
Super Bomberman 2.
Jam, I forgot you like Bomberman as well. I'm annoyed at that. Why? Have you played any other Bomberman games or?
Yeah, I played. One was a bit with it.
Yeah.
Much like Street Fighter 1 was terrible. Bomberman World was good. Street Fighter.
What's the one in PS1?
Bomberman
Is that Bomberman World? Is that the one I'm thinking of as well?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Bomberman 3 was good.
Mm-hmm.
That's the one when you start riding the camel thing.
Did you play Bomberman at Zero, the greatest game ever made?
No, because the greatest Bomberman ever made was Bomberman 2.
What's one we used to play a lot? I'll play PlayStation 3.
Oh, I looked at that the other day. Oh, Bomberman Ultra.
Yeah, that was cool.
Bomberman Ultra. Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah, and obviously Super Bomberman R is pretty good as well if you're into that sort of thing.
It's just good.
But why?
But this game, it was just. I mean, I was really young when I was playing this game, but it's one of them that makes an impact on you. But I used to go to I used to get picked up from school by my nan and my granddad, and because my mum's not home yet, I'd go to their flat, and that's where the Nintendo would be.
And you'd be all over it, mate.
I'd have like my games, but Bomberman 2 is usually the first game I put in, and so if you die, you write the little codes of the stages if you want to skip to the stage. Never did it.
Didn't need to, mate.
No, I had to start, and I still do to this day. When I go back and play that game, I will always start from the beginning, because it's like, if you think like a roguelike, you build up your arsenal and you're more powerful when you move through levels.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to skip to like the final level with like a piddly little bomb. So that's one of the reasons why.
Does that give you any extra stuff, or is it just like it's a bomb? It's like no. Just a single cross.
You get one bomb that's just one cross up and down, and then
mate.
You know, if you start from the beginning and go through it, you get the glove. The boss is sick. The noises, the music's great. They've even got like in the sound clips here, some of it here. You probably can't hear that.
I can't hear that, mate.
No, you can't hear that.
Can't hear it, mate.
Last time our speakers. But yeah, Bomberman 2.
Bomberman 2.
Probably the greatest game of all time.
Probably the greatest game ever made. To ever grace humanity, mate. Jerry, done anything on Bomberman 2?
No, good choice.
Good choice, mate.
Bomberman's good. That's all I can say.
Again, it's simple premise game.
Yeah.
And, to be fair, that's kind of my go-to game.
That is your thing,
if you overcomplicate it, overcook it, I'm like, no, I'm done. It's like some of these games like Elden Ring and stuff like that, or even like the leveling up system in Ragnarok. I'm like, level this up and then do this. So I just want to kill some people. I don't want to spend 4 hours in a menu, like giving this +2 armor. I can't be asked for that shit. I just want to kill someone.
Jem doesn't have patience. He never did.
You love patience, mate.
I don't have patience, but I can pick up and play game for hundreds of hours.
Hundreds of hours, mate.
Yes, but only if it's in its simplified form, and it's I've always noticed this that if a game drops your interest for more than a few seconds, it's gone. It's done. It didn't exist. It never happened. Yeah, it's got to be something fast paced, and it's got to keep you hooked, or else you want nothing to do with it
as well.
Well, this is a good segue into.
Speaking of short bursts, 7.
No. Yeah. Number 7 is completely the opposite.
Why did you laugh then?
Because you're going on about...
just what I think. Okay.
I pick up and play.
If it's out the window.
Interest, and it's out the window.
This is what I think I thought this would be higher. Go
on. Yeah. So, hang on. I'm making sure I've got the list in the right order.
Your list, mate.
Yeah.
You should...
So, yeah, this one is... And I have hundreds of hours in this game, and I've completed it 4 or 5 times, maybe.
I'm right. I know I'm right.
I don't know, pretty much all of us here have.
I completed it twice.
Franchise that I'm really not that into.
I'm right about this. I thought this would be higher, mate. Go on.
Really higher.
What console?
PS2, right?
PS2.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jack knows what it is.
I've already got written out, mate. I've got to press the I button to...
Okay. Yeah, I think I have an idea.
A nice piano tune at the start of the game. And...
If it isn't this one, if it isn't this one, it's my first thought. I just died. Sorry.
You did, mate.
Somebody obviously doesn't want me to give off the answer.
I'll show you the spine. Would you want me to show you the spine of the game?
Yeah, go on. Okay, never mind. No, forget it.
Look at the bottom
I
letter.
don't know what that is.
The bottom letter isn't...
I'll show you the English spine.
Oh. Yeah, before we go on...
I'm already showing you. It's Final Fantasy X.
I thought this would be way higher, mate. I had this at like number 2 or number 3.
Oh, does that mean you don't know what number 2 or number 3 is?
I have no idea what anything is, mate, at this point. Why... Right, okay, so Jerry's just... Not saying you're stupid or anything, Jan, but you prefer like a specific sort of jump in, do games, jump out.
I like a competitive game, yes.
Yeah, like a
it's probably
fighting
growing
game.
up with siblings. Me and
fighting
Andrew,
game or a sports game or something like that, yeah? Something like that. What drew you to Final Fantasy X? Why did this game specifically sort of...
I didn't buy this game. That I didn't
mate,
choose it, and I didn't go out.
Days, mate. I loved 9. I was like, I'm in, mate. Let's go.
No, it was Andrew that had 7, 8, and 9.
Right.
Played 7. Didn't like 8. Played 9.
No one liked 8.
And
liked
it was
8,
like,
actually.
oh, great, I finished them. Back then, I probably didn't appreciate them as much. And then one day, Andrew just come home with 10.
You're like, what's this?
And I actually remember
because I was waiting for this fucking ages, mate. It felt like ages. It probably wasn't.
I just remember Andrew coming home with it, and then a few people in school at the time.
Right. Yeah, because 7 and 10 were the ones where it's like shit. Like even the people that didn't play video games, football bellends, local.
Yeah, there was a few people in school raving about it, or like they wanted to get it. I was like, yeah, whatever. And then Andrew come home with it one day, and I'm pretty sure I just played it. I put it on a Saturday. Andrew was working at like Burger King or something back then, so I had the PS2. Burger King or Euston Station.
Oh god, that must have been a shit show, mate.
I can never imagine Andrew in Burger King.
Yeah, and it was sick though back in the day because it was a Pokemon hype, and he used to come home with like the whatever the Happy Meal version of Pokemon toys were, the Gen 1 stuff. Should have kept them. They're probably worth Bear Wedge.
Probably are worth Bear Wedge, mate.
But then, yeah, I just started playing it. And then every week, I remember my mate, Ralphas, his name was. Probably still is his name.
Probably. You still speak to this person?
I do not know. But I always remember because we used to have drama together. And every week we'd come in and like, oh, where are you at? How far are you in? What have you got? What weapons is? How'd you get this?
What you're describing now is peak. I fucking love that shit, mate.
So we'd see each other we'd see each other in a few lessons, but once a week, because drama, you could just sit and piss around pretty much.
Yeah.
We just sat and talked about Final Fantasy X.
Well,
and
the first time I played it, I
remember I knew I was near the end, but I didn't want it to end, so I strung it out. I was going on the ship, going backwards and forwards. I was trying to get all that celestial weapons, even though you couldn't if you go past a certain point.
Are you not?
No. But you can't get the Mega Sisters if you go past a certain point.
Yeah, you can't get them. Right.
And this was obviously when the internet was like in its infancy. You might have it at home, you might not have it at home. You can't be. It's like it was dial up. So it was like we had like PlayStation magazine reading about tips and tricks and stuff like that. We're doing that in
now,
like drama class.
You can just go on Google like how the fuck did you do this, and there'll be some bell and YouTube video.
I mean, it's great that that's a thing, but it kind of takes it away from like the mystery of it.
I know what you're saying.
But and then you get the story, the music, and
fucking music, mate.
I will, but I haven't played it yet. Final Fantasy X. It's equal to the greatest Final Fantasy game ever. And I haven't done 10-2.
13 got 3 games, by the way. Just while we're on that subject.
Mm-hmm.
12 got 2 games.
Mate, if they announce 10-3, which is rumoured.
Been rumoured for a million years, Jam.
I
What
didn't know it had been that.
What is it going to take to get you to play 10-2?
I have it downloaded.
Yeah, I know. What? Like, you can have it downloaded, right?
I don't know, because like combat system.
It's a load of shit, mate. I'll be honest with you.
Why are we talking about 10-2? Like
'Cause
10-2?
it's a sequel to his 7th favourite
played
game
it.
of all time, but he's never played it.
Yeah.
It's not a good game. It's a terrible game.
Yeah, that's
I've
why
not
we
played
need
it.
him to play it.
And,
'Cause it's funny.
that's probably why I haven't played it, because I know what it's. I know.
Okay, well, I mean, it's not a terrible game, but it's just like, yeah, it hasn't got a patch on the first one, you know.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I think. But just to say I've done it and played it, I probably will. I need to give it a go.
Can you shoot like the first couple of sessions, or what? Is that going to be possible?
Yeah, no, that's why I've downloaded.
Is that
just
the
to
plan?
stream it.
Buzzing. Why 10 over the other Final Fantasy games that you played, or the RPGs that you played even? So I imagine this is the highest RPG on your list. You don't need to say. I just imagine it is.
Yes, it's the highest RPG on my list.
Why this? Why not like 7 or 12?
7 was good. 7 like introduced everyone in this, like in the West.
It
to
was,
the
yeah.
series.
So that was the first one to come out over here.
Yeah, the sprites and that were good. The story was really good.
The sprites were serviceable, Jam.
It might be me being simple again, but like it was the first one that was voiced.
First one.
The physicality of the sprites or the characters weren't stupid looking like they were in 8. I don't know why I didn't like it. And 8 story's boring anyway. But like when they went back to 9, where the sprites and the characters were, they're more like small and like big heads, small bodies.
Chibi
it was
looking.
good because it didn't look like they were forcing reality at that point.
Yeah, I love that so much.
10 came along and kind of like nailed it, and then you got the voice acting as well, and you got the best scene ever when they do the laughing, forced laughing. Remember that one?
Yeah, it was a good scene, man. It gets a lot of shit, but that's the point of it. Do you know what I mean?
The pinnacle.
The very height of like video game
just like
cutscenes.
the world that it was made. I think that's hard to top. Like there was so much kind of like.
Yeah, Waka was a racist,
lore
right? You know what I mean?
you
That's
know,
why he was a racist.
And Blitzball and stuff like that, and that was cool.
Tell them, John.
Tell them. Shit. I don't care. Blitzball was shite.
Huh?
Blitzball was crap. I couldn't give a fuck. It looked cool in the FMV. The sequences looked really cool. Playing it was boring as hell. I don't care what anyone says. I never won the game of Blitzball because I just skipped through it as fast as I could.
I have to win that game against the thingy, though. I have to win it. Every time I play 10, when you get in the... What's the city called with the... the Besaidor box versus the thingy in the final.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I have to win that game. And that's how, is that how you get Waka's celestial weapon, or is it?
No, you have to win the... You can win the game, but then you go back and you have to win the tournament.
That's what I mean. You have to play Blitzball to get that. So you wouldn't have got Waka's celestial weapon ever, right?
No.
You ain't got time for that shit, mate.
I like Lulu's one. Do you know how to get Lulu's one?
I never got the celestial weapons in 10. I don't know. Go on.
Lulu's one was go to the lightning fields and dodge like 200 lightning bolts.
That, mate.
Not a chance I'm doing that.
No. Balls to that, mate.
I attempted to do that. And I
Balls.
gave up because I was like, this.
Yeah, I remember you doing that, I think. But yeah, but like a few of them weren't too hard. Like Tidus's one wasn't so bad. We collect 2 objects and then take it to somewhere, the big glowy forest. Yuna's one I got. Kimari's I don't think I got. But I got all the Aeons and stuff. I got Anima, Mega Sisters, Yojimbo.
Yojimbo. Oh my god. Do you remember Favarg's brother? You know, Jam, Lewis Favard, Big Beard. His brother. Yeah. I showed you the video of him, and when he's buzzing off Pokemon.
Yeah.
He said to me, he's like, I need a name for my YouTube channel. I was like, Yojimbo. I used to call him Jimbo, and just put Yo, Jimbo. Yeah. I'm just like, your favourite Final Fantasy 10, just fucking do that. He didn't do it.
That's a very good
I
idea.
was more annoyed of him. I
Why?
was pissed off of him. Oh no, I'm going to name it after my favourite Pokemon. It's like, I get it because you're a Pokemon YouTuber, but my
You
reason's
should
better than...
be. You should be a marketing jack.
I should be. But I
Mhm.
digress. Gentlemen, anything to add on 10, apart from it being the greatest game ever made, obviously.
Better than you.
No, it's not.
Right, so we're on 7 now.
We're on 6 now, generally.
6 is the next one.
Yeah, sorry, that was 7. I beg your pardon.
Yeah.
I meant to. I've sent you a list of games. I thought I written 10, but I didn't. I meant to write 10. I got mixed up. Right, go on, Jam.
Number 6 on the list.
Oof.
This one is quite an easy guess for everybody.
Is it?
Yeah. I have 3 copies of it.
Oh,
No, I have 4 copies of it. 4 copies of it, but one of them's a duplicate.
We know what it.
Say again.
Yeah, I know what it is. I'm gonna write it down
I know
now.
what it is. I've got the Japanese version. I've got the UK version twice, and I've got the PSP version, even though I don't know the PSP.
Okay, I know what it is.
It is Gitaru Man.
Gitaru Man. I meant to put that as well. I'm fuming.
You have all those
You
copies, and then you had one, but you must have bought all the rest since then.
What do you mean?
Like, obviously.
Well,
Well,
one.
I mean, I
one
only
copy.
remember. I only ever remember having one copy, and that was it.
No, I did, yeah. So I had 1 copy, thought I'd lost it, bought a second one. Now I found the other copy, so I've now got 2. And then I got the Japanese version off
Not from
of
Holland.
the old eBay
Oh, was it from the Bay?
from the Bay.
Oh, yeah, because
And-
we looked at it for Alan's, we couldn't find it.
Yeah, and then the PSP copy. Even though I don't have a PSP, but one day if I ever do, this has got an extra song on it, 2 extra songs.
Ooh,
It does. It does.
lovely.
Who made it?
But then Koei made it.
Yeah. Question,
Yeah.
Jam.
Same people that made, if you remember, the Dynasty Warriors.
I don't remember, Jam.
Don't remember Dynasty
I
Warriors?
don't remember. What's that?
There's 950 versions of that game now.
Jam, I've listened to talk about Guitar Man for about what feels like 5,000 years. Why do you like it so much?
5,000 more.
Like we go back to Jerry's point of view. This is again a jump in, play a few songs, fucking leave it, jump out, or you can jump in for hours and hours and hours, practice and practice and practice, get that high score, mate, and then jump out. What is it that attracts you to Guitar Man?
Well, I can't. It's the music's so good.
The music is good.
Again, it's a very simple premise to play. You play it for 5 minutes or 5 hours. It makes no odd. Like, it's just so good.
At
This is
the
one-
time when that came out, was there anything close to that?
The rhythm games, no.
It was like
No,
midnight.
I can't think of anything at that time.
They had that Mad Maestro.
There was like
And
Rap
then-
the Rapper and shit like that.
She had Proud the Rapper, but this is like, it was like a different one. It was like on rails.
Yeah.
But you used to come in with the guitar beats and stuff.
I never played Path for Rapper, but let's see, Path of the Rapper.
Got Lama Jammy and
I never played that, but I heard that was
Rhythm.
actually good.
But even like the story of it is it's like out there and silly, but it's quite fun and endearing. It's not
Is
just
it?
the game you get. But the music's so good. Some of the music, there's a few stages that are a bit poo, but
Oh,
the good ones, the really good ones, make up for it.
yeah. Okay. Which one
Yeah.
is a poo one?
Stage 5.
Stage 5. What is stage 5? Why is it poo?
So you get chased by the shark, which is a full dodge thing. That's on stage 4. And then stage 5 is you've landed on the planet and you're running around.
Oh, you're talking enough respect. Yeah.
Is that one? Yeah.
I like that. That was good.
Nah.
Enough respect. Is that the one you
I
mean?
think Dan's right.
I'm gonna put it on. This is it, everyone.
It was
Ooh.
more
Yeah, Dan's right. It's enough respect.
Thinking.
Weren't a fan.
That the poo one, is it?
I didn't like it.
Yeah.
I didn't like it.
Yeah,
man.
okay. And what was the name?
Say again.
What was the name? Like that?
You're breaking up, Jerry. Can't hear what you're saying.
Saying, drinking.
What was the next one you didn't like?
What's the next one you didn't like, Jam?
Why are you doing this to me?
I was going to say, please don't say the Sambone Trio.
Sambone Trio is so good. It's like A
Yeah,
tier. The first one, that's it. The Pampas.
Oh, I like Pampas tune.
Yeah, that
Definitely.
I wasn't massive on that one. But then the second level absolutely slapped. Mojo King B was okay.
Absolute tune.
The fourth level, which is not really a song, but the dodging aspect of it and how quick it gets. That's where I really like that one. The 6 levels, the soft ballad, isn't it, under the tree?
Oh yes, yeah. Is it Legendary Fee? Is it called?
I think so.
Something
And
like
then after that, there's
Sambone Trio.
Sambone Trio,
Gregorio? Is it?
Gregorio 3. Oh, that.
Well,
oh,
that's
so
up there.
And then you've got the duet with U1 and Kira when she's like evil, but when she turns, they play a duet together. And then you've got Zoe at the end, which it's okay.
Okay.
It's okay.
Right, so someone who's never seen Guitar Man in life, how would you sell it to them? How would you sort of say you need to play this game because it's so good, we know that, but how would you sort of describe the joy it brought you?
Again, it's one of my choices because it was a game, and it is a game I still go back to, and it was a complete random pick. Again, Andrew picked this up from CEX, Computer Exchange, when there was like one of them in existence. I paid like £10 or something for it, I don't know. And he brought it home, and then we've been playing it ever since.
It's not £10 now, I'll tell you that.
It's 35, 40 quid now.
There's addictive in it as well.
Yeah.
I've not played it as much as you were, Dan, but I've had to go. I can't remember who had it. I didn't have it. One of my mates had it when I was younger.
It's not an easy game to find either.
Mm-hmm.
It's not expensive when you do find
Mr.
it.
Fucking 3 copies over here, or 4 copies.
Yeah, I'll be wedged when it's like
You
3
will.
digits.
You will, mate. You will. There's anything to add on Guitar Man, or can we crack on?
I would say that this will be one of them games. It will probably never ever get a sequel, ever get a remake or remaster, but it'll always live in that like cult classic.
It has a following.
Library.
It does have a following.
Yeah, I know.
Probably the greatest game of all time.
Probably the
It is
greatest game
probably
ever
the
made, to be honest.
It probably is the greatest game of all time.
It's so good.
Yeah, because
Jerry's not here.
just one more thing. I've just got the video you don't like. The Enough Respect Stage 5. Is that right?
Yeah.
Top comment. Probably in the minority here, but I love this song. Very smooth to listen to, but I can understand why it's disliked. There you go.
Yeah, it's not. I don't dislike it. It's just a
Kapichi.
weak showing in the playlist of it.
It's the worst of a fantastic
I think I
bunch. Is that
understand.
right?
Yeah.
I think I understand why he doesn't like it because it's actually slower. There's a lot more sort of like that.
Yeah. You're right.
I
I
have
do like
noticed
it.
there's more of that.
Like because I played Master Mode so much. Like I wanted to get S tier on pretty much everything.
Mhm.
That you get tuned
you
to
ever
doing
get
it
it?
so quick. Pardon?
Did you ever get S tier on like all throughout the house?
90% I did.
Bet
there's a
there was
few
one
of
that was a
these, right?
fucking bastard. I bet you there was.
Weirdly, it's like I think Pampas on Masters Play, like the first level, just didn't get S tier on that. But again, it's what song I don't enjoy playing, so
Yeah, if you don't, because I remember on Guitar when Guitar Hero was in. I know it's different, but it's kind of the same sort of.
I know what you're going to say, and it is the same.
like on the songs I don't like or whatever. I'm not going to sit there and
Yeah,
I don't
not overplaying.
some bangers on Guitar Hero, but do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But then I'd go for no misses
Yeah.
on a song, and then but you go from the dodging one like level 4, which is really quick on Masters Play, like really quick. You literally your arms hurt.
Your arms hurt, mate. I fucking do it blindfolded.
You couldn't do anything blindfolded.
I could do loads of things blindfolded, mate.
Mm.
But yeah, the 6th rated game ever made.
Guitar Man is number 6.
Guitar Man. Now we're in the illustrious top 5, James.
The top 5.
Number 5, whenever you're ready, mate.
Top 5. My 5th game is, and I believe making a second appearance on our top 10 lists. So, this is in common with someone else in this room.
Yeah, we know that, mate.
This game I got for my birthday. Ian, let me just pull the receipt out. Receipt's faded. I can't see anything. It was so. This is pretty much launch day ish.
It's probably going to be
Possibly.
Devil May Cry
launch
3, if I'm
month.
honest.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
probably will be. It cost
Yeah.
$29.99.
Oh, fucking hell.
This is a new release, by the way.
Brand new.
It's a brand new. It was $29.99.
If you got
Art
if you
card.
had a gist year, kind of ish, sort of.
Oh, it was 2004.
That's, well, fucking hell, mate.
Oh, yes. Yeah, I think I know what it is now. Is it? Oh,
Go,
can't
go on down. What do you think it is?
Ooh,
No. I don't. I'm not going to say.
well done.
2004.
Mm-hmm.
Probably the greatest game ever made.
Probably the greatest game ever made, to be honest. Right, it's definitely the 5th greatest game ever made.
A nice little art sleeve with it.
Is it? Dum bum bum. Metal
Metal Gear Solid 3, Snake Eater.
What a thrill. Bum, 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 bum,
There you
bum. Mate,
The
six-
greatest Metal Gear ever made.
Banging.
Is it though?
Yeah, it is. Jerry,
Jerry,
The
that's-
best of all of them.
Yes,
It-
it's
Yeah.
the best of all of them.
People's top 10s, I'm pretty sure it is.
Jam.
Yeah, I'd always go for
was a
the
close second.
original. I'd always go for the original MGS on that one.
I mean, that's a fair
it's
choice,
just-
but it's not as good as 3.
No, 3 was just the pinnacle. But I mean, I could kind of gloss over
This
most
is
of it. But
the rare occasion, James, where we. I think mine 5th or 6th on mine as well. I think it was. So we're about in the ballpark.
Yeah.
Why
it was just sick.
it was?
just so
It
good.
was just sick.
I'm great at
I thought
discussing
that
these
was-
things.
You say it's the best metal. Why is it the best one? Is it because it was a fresh coat of paint in the jungle, or because it was sort of like
Yeah, I
the
mean, the
foundation?
jungles thing actually wasn't a big thing for me. But you don't spend like your whole thing in the jungle. There's enough variety in the game to keep you intrigued
Mhm.
and playing it. But it's not that. It's just like the villains. The villains are just so iconic
You
on their own.
you've got like Revolver Ocelot in his infancy. Who was sort of,
Yeah, you got Revolver.
Do you remember?
Ocelot.
Do you remember how you had like the system for like the camouflage that you'd wear, like face paints and stuff like
Yeah.
that? You'd have a percentage bar for
Yeah.
like how concealed you'd be. That
Yeah.
was cool.
Again, that
that
was
was
really
cool.
cool. And
That was cool.
1 second, I bet I do have it
And then you had like all these little tiny eggs. You know, you could actually kill off before you got to them. Like
here. Yeah, that was the
your
kill the end.
system on your console.
Yeah, because you put
Wait
the
until
time up.
you
Yeah.
die.
Yeah.
You know, it's-
Jam, what have you got for us, mate?
yeah, that's all.
Jerry was still speaking, but
Oh.
I couldn't hear him.
Did you have you got something in your hand to show us?
So yeah, like Jerry was saying with the camouflages and the camos, like you could, and you did pick camos, and like I like collecting the camos, like just get all the camos. But there was one camouflage you couldn't get unless you had the official soundtrack.
Oh, really?
So you'd have to put the I can't remember how you did it. You put the disc the
Yeah.
soundtrack in your PS2, and it takes a bit of data off that.
Did you have to do it
Then
in
you
game?
put your-
Like, does it say, please insert the disc for the soundtrack?
I can't remember. I remember the camo being called Australia.
Why was it
Special-
Australia?
Oh, it's a key disc.
I don't
So
know, do
disc
you?
one. That's the soundtrack. There's 3 discs here. No, there's 2 discs. Yeah, a key disc. So it just unlocked it. Yeah. But I can't remember how. I don't know if it was
Well, just
put it in
assume-
first.
The fairies came and put it on your PlayStation for you. We'll just say that.
That's exactly how. it happened.
That is
But I got
exactly how.
the Australia camo, and I was buzzing for it because it's like, oh, no one's got this because you have to have the soundtrack, and this is the Japanese soundtrack, I believe.
Did it still work? I imagine it did because
This is pristine. Do you remember your Smash 4 soundtrack, Jack?
no, I don't remember that. That pissed me off. That did.
Mine's still right there in its cellophane.
You're a cellophane, James.
But Metal Gear Solid 3, the storytelling was great. The boss fight we went over when you announced it. The boss fight, fighting the boss.
Volga doesn't get enough credit
just-
as well because he's fucking mental.
Vulcan was good. Yeah.
Like
Electric Zangief.
Kuwabara. He gets fucking
Yeah.
nailed, mate. It's fucking sick.
And like Vamp. Is it Vamp? He was sick.
That was 2, mate.
No, who's the spider guy?
Oh, Fury.
Fury's the
No,
one.
he was,
Fury's the fire
Yeah,
one.
the fear.
The backpack.
No, he was
flame.
Fear.
That fear. That's it. I don't know why I called him. But
Yeah.
that was a really cool fight and stuff. I remember just before that fight as well, you have to climb 400 miles of ladder.
Dun, dun, dun. The horns coming,
Yeah.
mate, and Timothy Harrell's fantastic
That was
song.
just after the end.
What a free.
Yeah.
I remember.
Bum, bum,
And then
bum,
that's
bum, bum.
where you got, and yeah, you got the music as well with it.
The fucking music, mate.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're so good, mate. So just briefly,
Really
I
good.
touched up on this when I did it. Why is it better than 1, 2, 4, 5, Peace Walker and all that shit? Because it is.
One was it's better
One was
than
mint,
two.
mate.
Raiden wasn't great. One was really, really good, but that was your introduction to it. So you won't. I don't
Ish.
think you were as mind blown as. Oh, I definitely wasn't mind blown. You introduced to it in 1, and you get the story, but then in 3 you get the origins of that
Mhm.
story,
Yeah.
which is sick. So you see all these characters you already know and established, but years and years before.
Yeah, I did also with is it Substance?
And- You find out how Big Boss came about,
Mm-hmm. How he is.
and exactly,
Um,
and it's like, oh shit.
like I said, the young overall slot when he's like, when Big Boss is like, it's a revolver technique you're doing now, and he's like, oh right, okay. Oh mate, he's sick. But go on forever. I could go on forever, mate. I'm due a replay. To be fair, you know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Where's he gone?
Where?
I'm riveted by it, mate. Yeah. So, does anyone else have anything to add on Metal Gear Solid 3, the greatest game ever made?
Nope.
No. Daniel,
Yes.
do you love Metal Gear Solid 3, mate? Do you have anything to add before Jam tells us his fourth pick, mate?
No.
No.
Great choice.
It's a great choice, mate, but I got a feeling I know where we're going here, James. Can I trouble you for your number 4, please?
Number
Whenever you're
4,
ready.
and I believe our first sports game.
Okay.
Dan's not got a sports game. I've got his list
I've
here.
got a sports game.
What sports game did you have?
I haven't, I don't think. Have I not?
If this is what I was thinking it was, I've been waiting for you to say this.
I think we all have to.
But yeah,
If it is the
I
one.
need you to just say it now. Just say it.
I'm pretty sure you definitely know. You don't have a sports game, Jack.
Yeah, I
And
do.
Metal Gear Solid, and yours was 7.
Was it 7? Oh, Prime was
It was 7.
6. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Traditional sports game or crazy over the top sports game?
The crazy
It's
over
crazy
I
Yeah,
wonder
sports.
what this is. Right, Jam,
I don't do traditional sports games.
So-
I'm not going to go, oh, it's FIFA 14.
set the seat. FIFA 14 is a good one.
It's obviously Tiger Woods, right? PGA Tour 2002.
2003.
Right, I remember.
2003, Jerry.
Oh, 2003.
Yeah,
Excuse
get
me.
it right. Jam, put us out of a misery, mate. What is it?
So, everyone knows it's got one of the greatest soundtracks to any sports game ever. SSX Tricky.
SSX Tricky.
And I know Jerry will disagree because I think he prefers SSX 3. If I'm not wrong.
Jerry's. Do you,
I
Jerry?
do. I like the
The free roaming.
as SSX is always a bit over the top anyway.
Hmm.
Tricky for me was a little bit too cartoon. Well, I mean they're all fucking cartoonish, but SSX 3 for me was just a little bit more grounded, and it was like cool that it had like the radio host, and you'd be like,
DJ
Atomica
Atomica
just like
was thick.
smash.
Yeah.
Like, you
SSX3
smash
is excellent. It's an amazing game. SX3 is an amazing game. DJ
Yeah.
Atomica's great because you get him in Burnout Paradise as well.
Can you?
Same DJ.
No,
You
no
do,
way.
you're right.
But SSX Tricky was the first time I played it, and this is one of them occasions where the first iteration, like the first SSX, is just fucking shite. It's crap.
I can't remember the first one. Like, I can't remember it at all.
I played Tricky before the first one. Maybe that's why I did. But the SSX was trying to be probably what 1080 was.
Mm-hmm.
And then SSX Tricky was like, "Oh, we're just going to be absolutely
Yeah, I'm
ridiculous
just
now."
gonna go over the
And
top.
they did
Yeah.
it. It was so good. Then you get the super moves. And that, fun fact, I did have a world record in SX Tricky.
You also had the greatest video I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
The time
That is a
flight!
favourite.
I wish I could find it, but I can't be able to trape through years and years of Facebook.
That was probably in 2002.
Yeah. I ain't looking for that video, Jam.
It's there somewhere.
Yeah.
It'll come off my time hop anyway,
Yeah,
soon
and then
enough.
when it does, if you can, I'll show it. If it's okay.
I'll download it, yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
We can end up on Twitter.
Oh, lovely, mate. I love it. But this is a wonderful video of, I think it was your friends.
Libra filmed it.
Yeah. And how old are you that there? Like, what, 12 or 13 or something? Bit younger.
Probably not even that. It's 11, 12.
Yeah. You were
Filmed on like a very basic webcam, mate.
and you were going for the big multiplier, right? And
Yeah,
when it
I
hit.
was on I remember it, and I remember what level it was on. It's Garibaldi.
Garibaldi,
And-
named after a beautiful biscuit, mate.
Like you have your routes and patterns, so you know what multipliers you can hit, and then tricks
Oh,
to do
yeah.
between
There's
the
like so many
multipliers,
more.
so
Everyone-
you don't piss them up.
Yeah.
And yeah, I nailed it like for pretty much 3/4 of the way round. I missed the times 5. I was fuming.
That was funny, mate.
Yeah,
Jerry knows the
That
one.
video
Jerry knows
is
the one, mate.
great.
Jerry knows the video.
So, James, why SSX Tricky over like SSX3 or SSX the reboot?
SSX Tricky and SX3 were peak. They were the best
Is
ones.
the reboot any good?
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah,
But
not
it just
SSX
didn't have
Tricky
the-
good, but it was good, right?
It didn't have the same. It didn't have the same impact.
Not
but
the
it
same
was
as you
still
say
really
Kurama.
good.
You know what I'm saying?
But I reckon if SSX Tricky didn't do Blur or On Tour,
Right.
like they kind of just like copy paste a bit more. Of the same.
On Toll was not even
Yeah.
a scratch on the other two.
Yeah,
Really
but
one. Nah.
Jerry likes
Because
on
it
tour,
went
mate.
really evil and the whole vibe of it was just off
yeah,
as a
The-
game.
with SSX from SSX to Tricky to 3, they built on it and it got better.
Mhm.
And then after SSX3, there was it was just a lot of sidestepping rather than getting better. And then they did SSX Blur on the Wii.
Oof, fucking hell, I can't remember.
Didn't play that. Don't
No.
get me wrong.
Okay. So why?
And they did reboot it for the PS3 in 2012, and that was a really good game.
Okay. Cool.
Wingsuits and all.
Oh, right. Really. Oh, cool.
Went back to the DNA of it, but it didn't have the stupidness of SSX
the
Tricky.
Zadiness, like, that
It was probably a bit more serious than SSX3.
yeah, because that is
So
sports
it
big,
just
wasn't it?
yeah, I think
Yeah.
it was just a generic good snowboarding
So-
game. It was just there's no identity to it.
I also have SSX Tricky everyone, by the way, just so you know. So yeah, EA Sports Big were cool. That was that time they were doing like NFL Street and NBA Street and all that shit. FIFA Street.
And they were good
They
games
were
as well.
good.
They were really
Fucking
good games.
NBA Street, mate, was sick.
Yeah.
Especially NBA Street Volume 3 on the GameCube where you could have Mario and Peach and all that shit. That was really cool. But Jam,
Cool.
I know you love SSX Tricky, mate. I'm really annoyed I
I
forgot
do.
to put it on my list. Boy.
I can't wait to see what you put down.
No, hang on, let's see how many I got right. 1, 2.
I will go through a few honourable mentions as well.
I'm hoping all these
I
are
think-
honourable mentions.
I think
I'm gonna
you'll
give
fuck up
myself-
a few honourable mentions.
I'm going to give myself 3 because I didn't put Final Fantasy 10, but I did mean to put it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I would have had money on you having that one.
Yeah, that did mean. I thought I wrote it, but I was pretty sure Blues, mate. I was getting ready to come on, mate. But anything to add on SSX before we move on to the prestigious top 3?
Yes, there is something.
There
we
is.
need to
Go
add
on, mate.
SSX.
Let's go.
Give us a remake.
Would you take a remake of SSX Tricky, or would you want?
I would say I'd take a remaster or a ground up remake and don't change anything.
So remaster then.
Just
Online
for
services, please. Say.
everyone's amusement, there you go.
What?
Oh, you found it! What a legend!
How did you find it so quick?
Can I put it on the screen,
Facebook.
Jam?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Facebook videos, straight up.
Did
Found
I
it.
even upload it? Yeah, I did.
Yeah, it's one of your videos. Quick turnaround.
Free that's in this thing.
That's fine.
No, I'm gonna have to like remake this.
Yeah, I'm just gonna click. Where is it now? This one, right? Okay.
Is it dubstep or something?
No, I should just not like edit it. I should just reenact it 20 years later. 22 years later.
It's press wrong button. Again.
Dan is
I
Facebook
had
FBI.
it on loop then. Sorry. Jam, you want a remake? Would you take like an SSX revamp again, or would you specific if it was
No. So
tricky?
I think I think that ship has sailed.
Yeah.
Where they just tried to relaunch it. I think at least a remaster
Yeah.
could fund another version, not another game.
Right,
But I would prefer a remake.
remake.
But-
Right. Okay, that's cool.
I'm surprised they haven't even brought about talking about a remake or
It's because it's EA, and EA shut down all their side studios. They don't keep them open long enough
Yeah,
now.
that's very true.
So, like, if EA Big was still around, we probably would have had another iteration
Probably.
of SSX.
They don't make enough money
Again.
though. Probably that's why they shut them down.
But they probably made no money off of making SSX Blur and On Tour, and there was another one. What was it? On Tour. SSX On Tour, SSX Blur. I don't know. I don't know. Don't care about them. SSX Tricky and SSX 3 are the pinnacle of SSX. They're amazing. But Tricky's my go-to.
Quick as go to right. Jam.
Yeah.
We arrived, mate. The train's
We
coming.
are in the top 3.
The prestigious top 3, mate.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever you're ready.
So this will come to no surprise
No surprise.
for everyone, and I'm hoping someone's got this on this. I did buy a T-shirt. I told you I bought a T-shirt, didn't I?
Is it not for number 1?
What?
The t-shirt.
Nope.
I can't tell what it is. Oh, Fuck
no,
you.
it's not this game. It's not this game.
Is it
I'm
not?
being serious. It's not this game. I just bought a T-shirt. I
Am
just
I
like
right,
this
though?
T-shirt.
I think I'm right.
What?
Go on. I didn't pull that game.
So
It's Street Fighter though, right?
yes, it's a Street Fighter
I
game.
think I know which one it is.
You know which one?
I
it
don't
is.
think it's that one. I think it's the other one.
Which one? It's not that one. it's not the other one.
I'll explain when you say it.
Okay, right. So the Street Fighter I got into most. It's the second longest time I've ever spent playing games, and this is across 4 versions
Yeah.
of it,
Yeah, right.
from PS3 to 3DS. Even in 3DS, I've got like 200 hours, I think.
This is one of the first. This is one of the first games that we ever bought on the same day at launch. I believe. You muted yourself. You can.
Because I remember us being in uni, I'm like, Street Fighter Ball's coming out, and I was like, I'm maining Sakura. I didn't in the end.
Yeah,
I
who
mean,
did you made in the end?
doused him.
No, Sagat. I love Sagat, mate.
Street Fighter 4.
Go on. You've also put 1 million hours in the 3DS version as well, right?
Yeah.
I bought Street Fighter 4. I'm very happy with.
But this was the Street Fighter that I got really good at.
Mate, you're alright, mate. You're
I
alright.
spent so much time in it. This is why when I now play Street Fighter 5, that I just get bodied because I just haven't put in the hours because of the release of it.
Mhm.
Just sour taste and all that in your mouth.
Oh, that pissed me off. We don't talk about Street Fighter 5, mate. It's good now, but when it was first
It's really good now,
fuck that, mate.
but I've definitely missed the bus on Street Fighter 5. This is why, again, I'm looking forward to Street Fighter 6.
Yeah. Oh, mate.
So I'm hoping to rekindle some of it.
Yeah. What say, Dan? Sorry.
If they let him buy it.
Yeah, if you.
Yeah, if they let me buy it. Me
Let you
and
buy it,
Gibbo aren't
mate.
allowed Street Fighter 6.
Yeah.
Not
So
at all.
when I say I think it's that one, not the other one, I meant it's 4, not 2. Is what I meant. Why not 2? Because 2 is very good.
2's actually probably the first ever game I played, and is the game that got me into video games.
Yeah.
2 is definitely the game that got me into video games. But again, like I say, it's not how good the game is; it's how much I enjoyed the game.
How much? Yeah. Like.
But like you'd go home. Well, I'd go home. I used to work at the pub at this point, and
Yeah,
I'd
you
have
did.
an urge to play it. Again, you can play a few games, but it was hard for me to put down.
Yeah, I agree.
And then you got the what's it? One of my favorite cover arts actually on the game is the arcade edition. So that
Yeah. Super Street Fighter 4
Oh.
Arcade Edition.
I've got that and the poster up here
I
that
can't.
I've had since that launched.
I can't
You
see
can't
it,
see
mate.
it because it's
It's
not
a
in
beautiful
frame.
poster,
So
mate.
you've got Uncharted here, but it's like on the opposite side there. But that's one of my favorite
So-
cover arts on the game.
As far as Street Fighter goes, I believe you're in the same camp as me, where officially, objectively, Third Strike's the best one, right? Like,
Yeah.
Like it's a game, and
Yeah.
as like a
Yeah.
Hmm.
Third Strike's the focus system in 4 is really
mate.
good. The focus
Yeah.
moves are really, really good. The parry system in 3 was really, really good. And I'm being honest with you now, I still don't understand or don't know the system in
Mate.
Street Fighter 5. It's press a button,
No,
you get
you-
a bit more powerful
no,
for a
you-
bit longer. I'm like, okay,
I'm
I think.
not going to pretend I know. I've got a clue. Where's Gibbo when you need him, Mister? Oh, I'm going to watch
Exactly.
this. My main, who does he main in Street Fighter?
Actually, me and Gibbo used to play Street Fighter 4 back in the day, but I think it was much the opposite, whereas Gibbo dabbled in it and I was in it.
You were
like,
all in it, mate. Whereas
all
in
in.
Street Fighter 5, Gibbo
It's
was
the other
all
way
in,
around.
and you're like, I'll get it, money. I've got Street Fighter
Yeah.
5 on there, and I've got it on PS4 as well. Day
Mhm.
one, 55 quid I was feeling. But Laura, I
Yeah.
made in Street Fighter 5.
You did.
I
But
fucking
yeah.
laid the smack down
It was
with her,
just-
mate.
It was a sour taste when they launched it with, it was
Yeah.
just so bare bones
Mhm.
and you didn't have a story mode.
It was
So-
what was it? It was like a sort of like a prequel story thing. What was
I
it?
don't remember.
There was like 3 fights where you could sort of have like a sort of beginning bit.
Oh, yeah.
What was it called?
I can't remember. But some of the cool things that did come with it, you could play through arcade mode from Street Fighter 2 Third Strike.
Yeah, that was cool. Yeah, that was cool.
That was cool. And even Street Fighter 1.
Hmm.
But there's some characters in it that I just don't care about, and I think like that doesn't scream. Like I know people know them, and there's some few new characters in there, but not very memorable.
Yeah, but Street
Like
Fighter 4.
G.
G.
If I said to you who G is, do you know who G is?
I do, but that's I'm
It's
like Street
basically
Fighter.
what's it? President dude.
yeah, Lincoln, right?
Lincoln, that's it. Yeah. There's Menat,
Don't know those.
Egyptian girl, who is basically. I just feel like it's just Rose,
Yeah,
and then Rose eventually came into it anyway.
Yeah.
I think one of the best. I've never played them. One of the most iconic new people is Luke, but they released Luke as the
Why
last
did-
character for 5 to be the mascot for 6.
Do you know what pisses me off? Sorry, we're getting off Street Fighter 4 here, but right? The biggest disgrace that Street Fighter 5 did is he snubbed Hassan and
Mhm.
L4A.
They
Them
did,
two were sick. Like,
and Dudley.
yeah, they're still not in it still.
Dudley's
You
not
told
in
me
it,
that
no.
the other week. I did know that. Sorry, yeah, you're right. Get classy and fucking L4A. I love L4A, mate. Like, he's so cool.
Yeah.
But
But I mean, I do like the Laura. She's one of the new ones, and
Laura's
she's really
cool.
cool.
yeah,
And I know the Laura in her. She's Sean in
Sean's
Street
brother,
Fighter Third Strike.
Sean's sister,
is the
yeah.
brother. Sean's sister. That's really cool. But and again, the game launched without there was no Sagat, there was no E Honda.
yeah, that's weird.
It's
know
like give us
3
the
did that
give
a
us the
bit.
staple characters, but
Yeah. I know 3 went
3
that
did
route.
that. Yeah,
To be fair,
Yeah.
Ryu, Chun-Li, Ken, and Zangief, right?
no,
Is that right?
Zangief's not in 3.
No, who am I thinking of?
Akuma's in it.
Yeah, is there anyone else from like
Kuma,
2?
Chun-Li.
Because I think when 3
no.
first came out, no one fucking everyone was like, "Who the fuck are all these clowns? Where's the
But we-
sumo wrestler?"
That, it was only launched in we didn't get
Yeah,
it. It was
we
only
didn't get
launched
it
in
officially
Japan.
over here until Xbox Live Arcade, right? Like
Yeah,
PS
and
Plus,
PS3.
PS
The Street
Fighter
Fighter.
store, yeah.
Third Strike Online edition.
That's fucking sick, mate.
I was buzzing that day.
Yeah.
I was buzzing that day.
So
But again,
I-
because it wasn't super well known, or we didn't get it here, it
Yeah.
wasn't. People didn't buy it a lot. And then we got the anniversary collection,
yeah,
and people did play that up, and people still do play it, but it's few and far between you get an
Yeah.
online match.
I got proper
Third
confused
Strike.
when 4 would come out. I was like, I like Street Fighter 3. Is that where the is that? I was like, there must be an alpha. That's my head just thought there must be an alpha because
Yeah.
I'd never played it because it didn't come out over it, and I never looked into it because I didn't know it was a thing. Do you know what I mean? And I was
Yeah.
like, oh shit, right, okay. And I saw the who
Yeah,
did that?
but-
Street Fighter 3, the famous parry.
Daigo.
Daigo, that's
Evo
it.
moment 37.
Fucking legend, mate.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, it's one of the most legendary gaming videos there is.
Yeah.
But even with the iteration, so base Street Fighter 4, and you went to Super Street Fighter 4 and Super Street Fighter Arcade Edition, it wasn't just addition of characters; it was addition of like your special modes. Like they brought back the barrel mode from
Mhm.
Street Fighter 2 in the car,
Yeah. No, they're
and
cool.
then they gave you other things too, like you got Evil Ryu and only Akuma, which you didn't get in the base ones, but then you have to like do it on super hard without losing to get one of them
Mm-hmm.
or get
Yeah.
them. Yes,
Because
thank you. Okay. What? I'm not coming downstairs yet.
2 more games yet, Steph, mate. Come on.
Ages, yeah.
Ages, mate.
But yeah, and I never did. Actually, I did get only Akuma and Evil Ryu, but there was a trophy I always wanted to get just to say I got it, but I didn't. And it was go through the hard, because you can have the modes were easy, medium, hard, hardest. And I was trying to do it on hardest, and never did it.
Never did it.
I'd always get to Seth,
Oh.
and then but after Seth, if you beat the game, if you get to Seth and beat Seth on hardest, then you get Akuma, like only Akuma, and you have to beat him to get the trophy. Never beat that Akuma.
Did you get to the Akuma, though? Did you?
Yeah, I got to
Right.
the Akuma, but then you can't restart. You can't just go retry. You got to start again from the beginning.
That's rough, man.
But it is rough. But I mean, you just set the
Yeah.
rounds to one
So,
round per
If
game.
if I ask you what your favourite version of Street Fighter 4 is your favourite, did you say the vanilla one, or is it Arcade Edition?
Arcade edition, yeah.
Oh, I'm going to put Arcade Edition on the
Yeah.
screen. Because
Yeah, that's fine. That is my favorite version.
cool.
Then again, that introduced Yun and Yang from Street Fighter
Mhm.
Third Strike.
Yeah.
It's got Elena from Third Strike is in it.
Elena,
So there's some
Elena's my main
It's-
Third Strike. Did you know that?
Elena.
Yeah.
Elena, she's cool. But yeah, they brought over again. This first time people in the West here probably did play
Apart
as these
from
Street Fighter
people like
characters.
you cheesed it from like,
Oh, yeah.
you know what I'm saying? But
Oh,
yeah,
yeah. We did
relatively,
cheese it, to be fair.
most people were like, oh, okay, I've probably seen a clip on here and there or whatever, but never went in.
Mhm.
Lads, I'm sorry.
Yeah, no,
Jerry and Dan, we apologise, mate. We'll talk about Street Fighter till it's fucking lunchtime tomorrow.
Jerry had a stint on Street Fighter 4.
Yes. Jerry's
Jerry
turned off,
Frozen.
mate. Is he still there? No, he's good. Jerry, mate.
So
Jerry, Dan, do you have any fond memories of Street Fighter 4? Are you not interested in this game?
yeah,
Jerry doesn't care.
Street Fighter is good and everything, but
I'll give you a good memory Jerry's got from Street Fighter 4.
What memory?
what's that?
So,
Did it
because
involve
Jerry
you
had
beating
Street
him,
Fighter
did it?
4. No. I had Jerry's mate challenged me to play Street Fighter 4.
Oh,
and I beat and I beat him, and he was salty to Jerry about it.
I have one of them moments
Yeah,
in
I
Street
don't know
Fighter 4.
I don't know why I got this one. Like, I don't care if he plays you or not.
No idea what he said.
See him laughing at the... Oh, God. Yeah, I have a Street Fighter 4 memory like that.
I don't know why you're salty with me, because like, I mean, I can shit if he was. I was like, right, what do about it? Not me.
We can't understand a word you're saying,
Saying
Jerry.
that his mate was fuming. That's the gist.
Yeah, and then I think a few days later we went into town and saw his mate.
Was he still crying?
It wasn't here; it was in the islands as well.
Was it in Ireland?
It was.
Yeah, I have a Street Fighter 4 moment. It was in HMV. I want to say Manchester, but it could have been anywhere. And they had like the stand with it on. Just a dude was playing it, and I was just sort of stood there watching him. And he's like, "Oh, there's two controllers. Oh, do you want to play, mate? Yeah. But yeah. Go on then, whatever." No, so it was over relatively quickly, and I was like, "Okay, mate." Like, yeah, sound what?
Tiger knee.
Yep, that is laying the smack down.
Yeah.
Dan, do you have any Street Fighter stories or any input to Street Fighter 4? Or in general?
I not gonna lie, probably played about 2 hours of it.
2 hours. Is that
So,
including the beta of 6?
No, Street Fighter 4 just in general. I have played
okay.
Street Fighter 4, but not a lot of it. So it's enjoyable enough.
Very
I'm not a big fighter
It's
person.
the third greatest game ever made, Dan.
It literally is.
But what is the second greatest video game ever made? I hear you ask.
Oh my god! It's another game in common.
Oh, is it?
It is.
Is it?
It is.
That's interesting.
It's another game in common, and it's not a surprise at all because it's another fighting game.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
I wondered if this was it. This is very high. But I get
It
it.
is very high. But this game, since the day I got it,
In common with me, right? Has to be.
pardon?
In common with me, right?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah, okay, yeah, right. I know what it is.
Since the day I got it and the day I started playing it, apart from one version, I haven't stopped playing it, and it's been 21, 22 years.
1999.
1999. I didn't have that one, but I did play it.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
2002, I think.
No surprise, ladies and gentlemen.
Dun, bum, bum. There it is.
Super. And it is Smash Ultimate.
This is-
As my favourite one.
I have that box, but I think my mum threw it away.
I would cry.
I can't find it, Pete. It's either
I've got
got-
this. Ask me if the controller in here's been opened yet.
Has it been opened yet?
Nope. And there's my. Do you want to got you this? Hang on, this is cool.
Oh,
Controller
yeah.
in there still. The Japanese banner.
Yes. Yes, mate.
The first Japanese banner. This is vanilla base ultimate.
What a time, mate. What a build. It's not only the game itself, but it's also I buzz off the build up. I know people can be arseholes to each other, and we don't tolerate that, but like it's the who's it going to be kind of hype fucking brigade. You know what I'm saying?
It's Nintendo do this so well. It's like, and obviously Sakurai, all hail.
All hail Sakurai.
The times we've had Let's Get Smashed.
Oh mate,
Started with Smash. It's not even the GameCube. Smash Melee.
yeah, but we obviously not
Smash 4.
back in 2002, but I think we had one or two with the
2015.
GameCube version, and then we did move to Smash 4 pretty much straight away. Yeah.
Yeah. And then Smash 4, and then we've got 8-player Smash,
Mm-hmm.
and then Smash Ultimate, which is Smash Ultimate, is the ultimate Smash game.
Yeah. Right.
But yeah, again, this is the best version of the game. There's no, I'm picking it on experience as well, but this is the best version of any Smash ever made.
Mm-hmm.
And I still play it. I've been playing it all through this week.
You have.
It's a game like, so there's games out there that like I will not. If it's a team-based game, I won't play on my own because I don't like playing team-based games on my own.
Rocket League,
And then
yeah.
It's not that like even like Call of Duty and stuff like that. I just don't like playing them on my own.
Apex
I like
Legends.
being social.
Yeah.
Apex Legends, but this is a game that I'm happily like. I'll do Smash Saturdays
All day long, mate. Well, Scotty will
I'm
jump
happy
in.
to pick up. Like that's the thing. Even though I'm getting absolutely battered by Scotty,
Yeah.
I'm still having a good time.
Yeah, it's like sometimes the play. I don't know if you ever played Scotty on your own, where you just go back and like just keep going and going and going.
Yeah.
Even though last time I played, I think I won 6 or 7 out of like 45, 50 games, which doesn't sound like a lot, but against Scotty, I'd take that. Do you know what I mean? But I'd rather get bodied by him, and I can see like because of one time with Cloud, I was trying to get my Cloud into Elite, and he just said, "Oh, be steady on the forward smashes and just be a bit careful." I was like, "All right," and then the next game I beat him. Do you know what I mean? Because I was like, "I'm fucking
that's
right."
the thing. It's one of the things like when I play like fighting games. It's not. They're basically simple, but it's the progression of
It's
how
the ones.
good can I
It's
get
the ones
at
where
this
you
game.
can put a control in front of someone and they can have a good time, or you can put a control in someone, they can just go into the training and bounce the fucking computer around and just practice the combos and shit like that.
Yeah, but case in point, yesterday I played Tekken for like 3 hours, and this is a game I've religiously told you I don't like because it's slow compared to Smash, compared to Street Fighter. It's slow.
It's slow and methodical, mate.
Yeah,
to be fair,
and this like the buttons are weird. Left punch, right kick, left kick.
it's alright with Steve Fox because all he's got is left punch and right and grab.
Because he's a boxer.
Yeah, I don't have to worry about kicking, mate.
So
he does a cheeky little sweep though. I don't want mate. Is do that in the ring, you get a slap, mate.
you would do,
but why?
But again, from it is just again couch co-op.
Yeah,
Couch co-op, like couch gaming.
I remember the night this came out. I remember. I was straight.
See, it's a good memory.
Yeah,
Celine smashed at my house.
Yeah,
complaining about work.
Straight on it, mate.
And she's like, "Shall I go?" Like, you don't have to go. No. She's like, "Is your game coming out yet?" It's like it comes out in like an hour.
Yeah. Like, yeah, let's do it, mate.
Yeah.
I know Dan likes Smash Bros.
Yep.
Are you surprised it's as high, Daniel?
Jam, probably not.
Yeah, I am, and I'm not. Like, you
know. I think for me, I think it would have been third on Jam's list, but so it's not far off.
You're not far off at all. No, but this is a game like the only. So you said something.
I didn't say a thing, mate.
Jerry did. You sound like a robot.
I can't say.
Jerry's got a hamster on his internet.
Mate,
no one can hear you.
Jerry,
can't wait for your top 10.
Robot Wars. So
yeah, pretty much. But the again, like we were saying on your top 10, it's going to be hard to top this Smash Brothers.
So that's the question.
Apart, there's a few issues we have discussed. The GSP is bullshit.
It is bullshit.
Just do a normal ranking system.
I mean, it's alright when you're Scotty, you beat everyone, but for us, like,
I know,
mortals that fucking...
It's a measure of consistency other than anything else. Not, I suppose, as ranking systems are at the moment, but
it's you're either the best of the best or nothing. There's no sort of build up or you know what I mean? There's no ladder.
Yeah,
that annoys me a bit.
And then, if you want to do a 1v1, like, or remember Smash 4 had it right. You had ranked, not ranked, or you had for fun.
For glory or for fun, mate.
For glory or for fun. Where's the casual match mode in this? You don't. You've got open arena or join an arena, and hopefully someone's got the settings that you want. But in that case, you have to know someone or join someone that you will. That's like I do on Smash Saturdays. But it'd be nice to have the option of just for fun there, rather than a practice mode and you've got to set the bot up to fight you. Just play someone else.
Yeah, no, I agree.
That's my biggest gripe with it, and the online is shit.
Yeah,
netcode is rubbish.
Yeah, I agree. It's the first time it goes about online. It was like, oh, just plug it in the Ethernet. Well, if you...
Yeah.
Even then, it's like, talk about sequel just for a second. Do you think what sort of ballpark you put in Smash 6 in?
I don't know.
But Sakurai's like, I'm not making another one. I was like, well, Nintendo like money, so the new one's getting made whether you're on it or not. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't know. I think like the controls and gameplay, just the best it's ever been.
Yeah.
It's the right pace, the right speed,
Mhm.
probably the right balance for characters. It sounds like I say this all the time. There's too many sword characters. I don't care if there's 90 odd characters in this. Nearly 10% of them are sword characters. Not sword characters, Fire Emblem characters.
I was gonna say, when you say sword characters, you mean Fire Emblem, right? You no problem with the sword.
Like Cloud and Sephiroth's fine. There's two characters there. Ganondorf, fine. Link, fine. But just chill out with your Fire Emblem characters. So you can lose a few of them.
Fire Emblem, doesn't he? Question. Go back to the sequel. I'm sorry. What do you see it being? Do you think they'll just copy and paste what they can? Because I know that with licensing, they probably won't be able to copy and paste everything.
No, they won't. They'll lose some license characters,
some
or
music,
have to
some stages.
reapply from licensing.
Yeah. Or do you reckon they'll just go, no, fuck this. Soft reboot, we'll start again. Everyone has different moves and we'll see how we go.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. It's gonna
because
happen.
doing that though, you might alienate. Well, I reckon the diehard fans will be in
Not
straight away.
change moves, I mean, like, sort of.
I know what you mean, but like you said last time, like, let's have like the original 8 characters in there.
8 and 12,
I mean. And then unlock maybe
that's a hard sell.
Another 4. It's a hard sell, especially if your main's not going to be in it.
Yeah, and if you go, here's a game with 80 characters in it, and then the next game is 16 a push.
Yeah.
Or 24
Yeah,
melee.
so,
Go melee, 24. 25,
yeah,
I can't remember.
It's going to be a hard sell, which I don't know how.
I mean, I'm fucking intrigued how they're going to do it, though, mate. They're just going to go even bigger, which seems impossible, but we thought that with Wii U.
That's true. If they,
You know what I mean?
I'd be happy if they did a copy and paste, fix the netcode, fix the ranking systems, and added a 5-pass-3.
Do a new single player story thing. They're not finished with all that, have you? No, I didn't. No. Some of it was like oh, that's cool, that's really, and most of it was like, come on, hurry up, let's do it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? 100%ed it, by the way. Did you know that?
You did on hard mode. I like 70%ed it on hard mode and gave up. I just can't be bothered anymore.
I wish I got all the characters into Elite first, because that was when Elite was
easy. Do you know what the first boss it was?
About
the first...
million. What?
4 million.
4 million, yeah. I remember saying, I just won one game and went straight into Elite.
Yeah.
And then I was there doing, I'm just going to do this fucking World of Light mode first, and then by the time I finished that, it was...
Mm-hmm.
No, mate.
Yeah, exactly.
Who was the first character you got into Elite?
Piranha Plant.
Piranha Plant, that's who mine was.
Who was it?
Dark Samus, mate.
Dark Samus.
Dark Samus. Live the dream. Lads, anything else to add? Smash Bros. Ultimate, the greatest game ever made, before we move on to the greatest game ever made.
The greatest game ever made.
No.
I can't talk because you can't hear me.
I could just hear you then,
you're
mate.
actually really clear then.
Yeah, that's quite funny. Dan, anything to add?
Nothing.
Okay, that was Daniel.
Yes.
Anything to add?
No one, move on.
Jam. I'm well intrigued, mate. There's a few missing that I.
Yeah,
just put us out of the misery, Jam. Go for it. Whenever you're ready. The greatest game ever made.
It's very on the nose, this one. It's very on the nose, this one.
It's not, is it?
It's very on the nose, this one. And I'm going to be honest with you, I'm falling out of love with the game now.
It's not, is it?
It is.
Oh, for fuck, Jam. Come on. Oh, okay, I know what it is. But go on.
What is it then?
I'm not telling you, because I don't want to rule you. Yeah.
It's League.
It's
League, mate. Rocket League. The game that seemed to... Oh. I remember when this came out, it was like, oh, they're making a sequel to that Call of Football game that's on PS3. Blah, 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 blah. We should go on it. I'm like, yeah, it's on PS Plus. Yeah, no worries, mate.
Yep.
And then now we're
I
here.
haven't stopped playing it since, and that came out in July 2015. We
Yeah.
are nearly 8 years in, and I'm still playing it.
To be fair, I jump in with you sometimes.
No, you do. That's the thing. This is like you say it's the game of forever.
Yeah.
It's such an easy game. It's a easy game to play, hard game to master. But I didn't pick it because it's Rocket League. It edged out Smash because its online is better. The ranking system's better. The matchmaking, it's around the same.
The community is lovely and wonderful.
It's good if you know the people. Like if you've
Just
networked
to get
with
this
those
straight,
people.
I think this is the best game of all time.
It's my favorite game of all time.
Jerry's lost his head, mate.
That's not what.
Jerry's not having this at all.
Remember me saying, Jerry, it's my experience with the games. It's not the game
This
itself.
is
Essentially,
subjectively to you, mate.
yeah.
I've obviously done my. I've done my list on what.
Jerry, no idea what you're saying. Jerry could have some really good points, but no one knows.
Yeah, I was
Are
gonna
you
like.
pressing the button back? I can't
Why?
talk or something.
Would I do that
No.
to you, Jerry, mate?
So
You would. I've seen
Yeah.
them pants you're wearing right now. They ain't pretty.
Mate, that's
so
been
you're
I've been in
capable of
my
any-
pajamas for like 2 days, mate. I mean,
So the reason it edged out Smash is the online stuff.
mhm.
But there is one factor that this did make it to my favorite game I've ever played. Not just because I've been playing it since it came out, and because I played the first one to hell anyway, Super Acrobatic Rocket Power Battle Cars on the PS3. Buzzing when this one came out. This through lockdown.
Oh yeah. And you went out tournament, didn't you? The
Indie League.
Indie League, that's
when
it.
me, G, Renzo, and Hugh were playing Indie League. We're competing in the European tournament. It was sick, and we came second in our first season. And it was just cool. I always look forward to the matches. Always look forward to streaming it. And we met Renzo, Paul, Jiff, Neck, Sky,
They're all
all
from
them
League.
guys. They're all from League.
Yeah.
And then playing with them, got good friends with them. Then obviously played other
And
games
S
with
as well,
them.
or was that something else?
NS came from Bishop stream on Monster Hunter, I think.
Oh, okay.
But and even back then, he even streamed it. But that's just when I was on my Mac and I was streaming via my
remember
Mac.
this.
NS to join him.
Then I convinced you to get a PC, mate, which was the worst
And
mistake of my life.
this also was. So I went to Greece in 2017.
Yeah.
And this is when me and G started playing this like religiously. Like I had a teammate finally, like a ranked teammate, and I was away for 2 weeks. And G had to. Sounds like a weird thing for G. He actually went out of his way to find other teammates to play with, and that's how we got Ryan and Travis.
Oh, also right, okay.
We met Ryan and Travis through Rocket League,
Mhm.
and Ryan actually gave me the name Casual. But he kept calling me Filthy Casual.
And then, funny fact, on my Steam, you are Filthy Casual as well.
So I got called Filthy Casual by Ryan for playing Rocket League with him.
And that's where
And
Casual
then-
Club come from, which is what the Casual Report
No,
is sort of.
that weirdly wasn't related.
Oh, is it not?
No.
It'd be funny if it was.
I mean, he gave me Filthy Casual and then started calling me Jam Casual. But then PlayStation gave us the ability to change our names.
Yeah. Fine.
And I wanted to get rid of my surname was on my tag, and I didn't want that anymore. I didn't know what to change it to, but because Ryan just kept calling me that, I just put Casual there. That was it. But then the birth of the Casuals Club did come from this game as well.
Oh,
But it started as a messenger group, and it's still active. It's me, Ryan, Travis, and G.
so then that spawned the Discord, which is then.
Then it was actually Bishop that was the birth of the Discord. So
Yeah, I think Bishop is the granddaddy of the Discord, isn't he? But
yeah, it was his initial Discord, and it just got rebranded. to
rebranded.
Casuals Club.
And then I sort of jumped on the
Yeah,
Casual Club with the. Well, I was in there anyway, but I was like, through lockdown
Right.
as well. So I want to do a podcast. Like, yeah, boom, let's do it.
so the birth of all of this And what we're
Rocket
doing
League.
right now
To be fair,
comes
fair
from
enough.
that game.
Yeah, fair enough.
So
It's great,
again,
though.
and the game's there. The game's
Yeah.
solid.
Me and you always
But-
have a fucking mint time playing Rocket.
Fun time
Always,
playing it, yeah.
always. Even when we lose them, it's just like.
Mhm.
it's
It's just
So
winding
funny.
people up.
yeah, and
But and obviously,
Yeah.
I've been to the World Finals as well.
mhm.
So has Jerry. Jerry's been to the World Finals. He had a great time.
Yes,
That one day he
Gary
went.
did. Gary, did you enjoy the World Finals of Rocket League that time you went?
So, never lied.
Let me translate. He said yes.
He said, yeah. He said, "Oh, it's the greatest night of his life, mate."
No,
Grant had a beer, right?
no.
No, see, that was in Madrid. We went to the Madrid one, and that was where Jerry lived there, and he was gracious enough to give us accommodation, and I just had to give him a foot massage here or there.
But,
For
yeah,
it.
it's standard, isn't it?
Yeah. And then last year, me and G went to the London one.
How was that? I nearly joined you for that one, but
You did
was that what month was it?
July. You had a new baby then.
Yeah, I was like, I'd love to come, but I have a 2-month-old at home.
Yeah. So I even if I am kind of falling out of love with the game now, I'm not playing ranked or anything with it. I've been speaking to Hugh actually to go back in, like
Who?
to see if we can. Huge.
Ooh, bum,
G said he's pretty
bum,
much done with it. So
bum, bum, bum.
if Huge wants to jump in on the rank, I don't know, me and you will carry on playing it.
Yeah,
But
I
if
mean,
Huge wants to do it,
I'd play
like,
ranked with you, but I wouldn't stick to it, so it'd be a waste of time. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Um,
But so maybe it'll go back to. But Indie League doesn't exist anymore.
is there anything
well,
else
the-
that's just in its place?
There's probably more. Yeah.
I'm sure if you did a quick
Um,
Google, you'd be able to find some sort of online tournament thing.
Yeah.
Obviously,
But,
the quest for RLCS, mate, that's what you want.
But it'd be good if if Renzo and Huge comes on, and if we do ranked again, I'd be doing the streams again.
Your streams are great. Your Rocket League streams are great. I told you, the community on needs to just chill out. I know it's said about
Yeah.
most games.
I do.
Yeah, it's so good. And over the years, I think the techniques have sort of developed into the people do crazy shit now.
And
Like,
it's sick because the people that made the game didn't know some of the stuff was possible.
yeah, I love it when it happens. Developers going, "How the
They're
fuck
like-
did you do that?"
Yeah.
And
Like,
they did-
like
and
when the first version of the game, you couldn't flip reset.
I thought you couldn't. I thought that
You
was probably an accident, which is in the code
But
somewhere.
they programmed it so because I think there's a glitch with the jumps. They basically when all 4 tires touch the surface, you'd gain your jumps back
You don't
again.
have the ball.
Yeah, and then the players were rotating their car in midair, touching the ball, and then flipping off of that.
Right.
So the players
So
kind of
does it have to
invented the
be?
new mechanic.
It have to be at the same time. So you touch the bottom
Yeah,
of the.
all 4. Yeah, all 4 touching. But yeah,
Right.
that is my number 1
The greatest game ever made, Rocket League.
because it's
I'm both not surprised and surprised it's so high. Like Smash Ultimate as well.
again,
that is probably-
I feel like putting this as number 1 is very like on the cheek. It's like
But
I
that's
know
what-
there's far
that's
better
what the
games
top
out
10
there. But-
That's what personal top 10 lists are like. Like no
That's
one was surprised
what
at
it
mine. No one was surprised at Dan's.
Yeah,
You know what I
but
mean?
what it represents is like that. But I'll shoot through some honourable mentions.
Can I just quickly before you there's a gaping hole in this list for me. I was certain, right?
Yeah, and I think I know what you're going to say.
Uncharted or Last of Us would be. I was
Yeah.
on it. I'm like,
Uncharted.
there's no way it's not
Number
in. Is it like number 11 or something or what?
So, the game I was like, does this go in my top 10 or not?
Is Uncharted 2,
No.
4?
And this was the last week when I was like, crap, I've got 11 and I've got 11 games.
Was it
and not
Last
10.
of Us?
It
Last
wasn't.
of Us 2.
What was
No.
it? What was it?
Returnal.
Returnal. Right, okay. That as well. I was like,
Yeah. So, honourable mentions. So, Returnal,
yeah, the greatest
followed
game ever
by
made.
Uncharted and The Last of Us.
Yeah. I
Because-
thought Uncharted and Last of Us are different, but they're really similar as well. I thought you'd put one or the other in. I didn't think you'd put both in.
I think they're amazing games, but I think I've played them 2 or 3 times now.
I played Last of Us
really don't-
once, and I love it, but I was like, okay.
I don't need to go and play it again.
I need to play it.
anytime
I need to
soon
play
because
part
it's
1
all
now.
up
I've watched the series, by the way, but I'm fuming because
Yeah,
I'm paying
dude.
£70 for it.
there.
Go on,
A
Jim,
few
sorry.
that might throw you. Pokemon Yellow.
Pokemon Yellow.
Pokemon Yellow.
Pokemon Yellow
Remember
gets
the-
me. It's a game that's based on an anime that's based on a game.
Yeah, that I remember the day I got it. I also got a lightsaber the same day as well.
Did you actually?
I did, yeah.
Being a
From Woolworths.
lightsabers, is there a Star Wars game on there?
No.
Would you put one now that I've mentioned it? Or not?
Why? What did you say?
Is there a Star Wars game on your honourable mentions?
No.
Not Jedi.
Fallen Order.
Well, that's it. Thank you.
Great game, amazing game, but it's
But
not.
just
Remember, I'm not super into hack and slash stuff. Like I'm not.
okay.
Even though I mean the new one might be good because you're dismembered.
New one
in
is
it.
looking fresh,
Yeah.
mate.
Mario Party 4.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, that's a cracking game. That's probably the best one.
It is the best one. Mortal Kombat versus DC.
Not 10, not 9.
Mortal
Okay.
Kombat versus
I
DC.
remember playing that when me and Sean used to smash that.
Yeah, and Mortal Kombat. Fuck, what was that one? Deception. Yeah,
not
Deception.
Oh yeah.
Charlie
Deception
Monks, whatever it
yeah.
was.
Mortal Kombat Deception.
Okay.
Played that today as well.
Deception's the one with the little story mode to it.
Yeah.
In it.
It's the first
Yeah,
time
yeah.
we had the crypt as well.
Shinko, that's it.
Shinjinko, yeah, he was in that. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember him.
The greatest of the trilogy, Donkey Kong Country.
2 then.
No, Donkey Kong Country.
Don't be a dickhead, mate. That's your list, so I'll let you
Micro-
off. But
Micro Machines V3.
yes. I don't think I'd put it
Multi-tap.
on.
So good.
Yeah.
Again, like me, Libra used to film that video with me doing times 5. We used to hammer that game. Me,
Yeah.
her
Class game,
sisters,
mate.
our other mates.
Class. Yeah.
Command and Conquer Red Alert.
Red Alert. Oh, Red Alert 2.
Yeah, Red Alert 2, obviously.
Obviously, mate. Obviously.
And then Street Fighter Third Strike and Street Fighter 2
Obviously.
and Sega Soccer Slam.
Not Mario Strikers.
No, Sega
Why
Soccer
not?
Slam. Just Sega
When last
Soccer
time we
Slam.
played Sega Soccer Slam, Jim? Do you want to tell the story, or
No, I don't want to tell the story.
you just want to tell the story? 'Cause
My controller was unplugged.
there was some fucking oiling up and some going in dry happening, wasn't there, James?
Yeah, you got battered.
Carry on,
And then,
mate.
last but not least, Next Machina.
Next, mate. Oh, what a fucking game that is, mate. I'm still hurt by that when Returnal had to change the. I get it. No, not Returnal. Housemark had
Mhm.
to
They
change.
pulled it off.
Yeah,
They pulled it off.
I still prefer the older Housemark games though. But yeah, it's good, man. It's good.
Mhm.
Well, I'm looking forward to it next. Is there anything else, James, you want to
Nope.
do me a favour?
What?
You make a JPEG. You probably would have done it.
It's literally already in the
It's
chat.
already- Is it?
I literally posted it.
Oh,
2
mate.
seconds.
That is a fresh. That is nice. That one.
Mm-hmm.
That's nice looking. It's a nice looking JPEG, mate. But there you have it, everybody. Jam Casual's top 10 greatest video games ever made. For all of the people that have either just tuned in, we'll scroll to the end on YouTube. Do you want to just quickly, or do you want me to?
You go through. Your host.
Host of the most, mate.
You got it right there.
Right, so the 10th greatest game ever made, Battlefield 2. Number 9, Tetris DS. Number 8, Super Bomberman 2. Number 7, Final Fantasy X. Number 6, Guitar Man. Number 5, Metal Gear Solid 3, Snake Eater. Number 4, SSX Tricky. Number 3, Street Fighter 4. Number 2, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. And number 1, the greatest game ever made, Rocket League. Happy with that, James? Because I know you've been over and on that for like I was.
No, I want to change it again.
No,
but
I didn't. I sort of wrote it all down, put it in notes. I didn't look at it until the morning
Yeah.
of the show.
Mhm.
But hey ho, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, that about wraps it up.
It does.
Cam, appreciate your time, gentlemen. Jerry, Dan, always a good time. Jerry, we're good to go next week for your top 10, mate. I'll take that as a yes. He's looking at me funny, mate.
I don't know if I can talk or not. 'cause
Of course you can.
apparently
Jerry,
it's going-
if you turn your video off, you might be legible.
Yeah. I'm just going to turn. Oh, shit, that was me.
That's you, you monk.
I've turned my camera off. Thinking, no, I'm in the wrong box. That doesn't
Well,
matter.
how about now? Is this better?
There you go.
Far better.
So it's my face that's the problem. Got it.
Yes,
Got
right.
it.
They can't do
Your
all
face is too beautiful, mate.
Ah,
But Jerry, are you ready
yeah.
for next week? Yeah, you're going to be ready.
Yeah,
I should
yeah,
say.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Yeah. I probably won't be making a visual appearance again because
No,
apparently
yes.
Yeah.
the screen doesn't like my face.
The,
but,
the screen
yeah, I'll
loves
be
your
ready
face,
for
mate.
it.
That's why it's not coming on. Daniel, as always, welcome anytime, mate. But, well, hang on. Well, we'll be back Tuesday. I'll be back Tuesday doing something, whatever. Jam, are you streaming this weekend?
You smash.
You are. Gentlemen, Jerry, Dan, are you up to anything this weekend? Apart from sleeping. Mother's Day Sunday, by the way. Shout out to all the beautiful mothers.
It's Paddy's weekend.
Speaking of mothers,
It
there
is,
you go.
yeah.
We to fall over the face.
Falling over.
Why are you falling over?
Mary
man?
just give birth.
I just fell over
She kinda
and
just-
babies on the
I just
floor.
looked down.
God. Yes, mate. So, those watching on YouTube, don't forget, like, subscribe, share with your friends. If you want to come on and do your own top 10, talk to us about it, or talk to at least me about it, and see who else we can get on, or bring whoever you want on with you, it's fine. We'll have a party, we'll have a few beers, we'll discuss your top 10. Ask you lots of questions, like why this one and not that one. That'll be a good time. Or just get in contact to Twitter or through. Can you message on Twitch? You can, can't you?
You can, just a whisper.
Just message on here, or just comment on YouTube, or do whatever you want to do. We'll sort it out. We've got a few more people scheduled to come on, and yeah. So until then, though, we'll be back Tuesday. Dan Lear is going back bed, mate, and Jerry is doing some LinkedIn. So yeah,
Probably the greatest video game of all time.
probably, mate.
One time. It's in my top 10.
I can't wait for that, mate. I'm very intrigued. I know one. That's about probably two.
Well, you might guess most of mine. I feel like mine are kind of generic.
They're not. I haven't got a fucking clue, Jerry, mate.
All right, good.
Yeah. But until then, keep it casual. Peace. And as always, pop the toffees. We'll see you next time, everybody. Bye bye.
No one up toffees.